Recent accidents at a downtown intersection have raised some questions about the driver's safety. Our own Riley Funk has more.
The intersection of the streets 9th and Edmond have recently become a subject of many complaints.
This one intersection we've got a lot of complaints on. And it is odd when you're going south on 9th, which is a one-way, and everybody's used to not having to stop. There's a stop sign there now, and they cross traffic on Edmond, doesn't stop. And it is coming down that hill westbound towards the river. Coming downhill, you don't have to stop, but a lot of people still do.
Over the last 4 months, there have been a total of 4 injury crashes at the intersection. Kevin Schneider, Deputy Director of Operations, Public Works, and Transportation for the City of St. Joseph, says in general, crashes don't necessarily mean changes need to be made to an intersection.
When there's an accident at an intersection, we look at what caused the accident. Was it inattention, careless driving, failure to yield? Things like that are not considered a defect of the intersection, because a person can be inattentive. It doesn't matter if there's a sign, no sign, a signal. If you're inattentive, you're inattentive. Same way with failure to yield. If you're failing to yield, you're failing to yield to a traffic control device. So the thought is, if you're not going to stop for a stop sign, why would you stop for a red light?
There are, however, types of accidents that go against an intersection.
Types of accidents that would cause us to believe there might be an issue with the intersection would be any type of accident that involves sight distance. Say if we have an intersection where we've experienced a number of crashes where someone is stopping at the stop sign, then continuing forward and crashing in an intersection. We start seeing a number of those, and that tells us there's something wrong.
As for changes to the intersection, including a stop sign being added on Edmond Street, evaluation is ongoing.
We always evaluate, especially if we start getting a high number of accidents. Then we start looking at the cause of it. So we're always evaluating data that we get in. And if we start getting a lot of data that shows we need to do one, then of course we will put one there.
In an online news story at newspressnow.com, we go more in depth with the intersection of 9th and Edmond, as well as the process of changing signals at an intersection. Reporting for News Press Now, I'm Riley Funk.